I look like a spider web but then I was thinking, is this the result of my kids, of the quarantine, of what it is? I was confused.
Quarantine. I had some grey hairs, but now this is all quarantine. And I think in the bounce back package, there should probably be something for plastic surgery for the stress that we need to ease back.
So I want to be a nurse, and she asked me, okay, why? Just because my mother was a nurse. Because it was something very, very powerful and joyful, and just think about what's happened at that time and can't project myself in the future.
I always thought that I need to do something different from my family. So I decided to be a psychologist because no one's talked in my family about mental health, or no one's know how to deal with this kind of illness.
I remember him telling me, you know what, when I was doing my homework, I would be using a wooden box of apples as a desk. So you and your brother have a proper desk, have a computer, and I expect you, if I got a master's, I expect you to have a PhD. When I was doing my master's, I got to a point where I thought, am I doing this because it's a purpose I chose for my own life? Or is it what I think that will make my papa proud of me?
When I was a child, I do wanted to get married and have a lot of kids and have a wonderful family, happy family. The only thing that I didn't want to do is to follow my parents' steps. What was that? It was that they were so focusing on working, because they had to work in order for us to be what we are now. So I think that I must have felt alone, and maybe that is what inspired me to not to do it. I'm
going to be an actress. And I had my entire family saying, oh, Carla, oh, you'll be competing with thousands of other girls. Really? Is that really what you want to do? Choose something else. It'd be very hard. So I would sit with the yellow pages and I would go through it and I would find the casting agents, and then I would call them and I would say, can I have an audition, please? 10 years old. Right? And so I struck it. One of them wanted to see me. And so again, 10 years old, a lot safer back then, I suppose, to jump on 2 trains on my own across town to go from one side of the city to the other side to go and have this casting. That I really am living out what I saw myself as being as a kid. And it's more enriching because of everything I'm learning along the way. And it's just, so in terms of becoming this woman that I am today, didn't see that as a kid coming, but no regrets. Like it's been, not an easy ride, but what a ride. So yeah, here I am.
What about you, Lore?
I guess when I was little, before the silly things that you want to be a mermaid, and you find out you can't.
What do you mean? I am a mermaid.
No matter how long you grow your hair, you're not going to be a mermaid. Then I went to fairy. I wanted to be a fairy. That wasn't going to happen either. This was like 5 years old. Because we traveled between Bolivia and Australia, I became aware, I guess, from around 7 years old, the huge differences between, a third world country and Melbourne. Thought I want to be a writer, and I was told writers don't make any money, so you better change your mind about that. So I thought, well, the practical thing is like to be an astronaut, so I'll be an astronaut, and when I'm out in space I'll be writing my stories. For like a really long time, from 11 till graduating high school, I also really wanted to be a nun. And when I was 16, I called one of the orders here in Melbourne and said, I'm 16, I'm ready to be initiated. Where do I go? And they're like, no, I finished high school.
You wanting to be a nun, was that before you discovered boys and sex?
Yes.
But then later on, I found out that my background was a bit non-Catholic one. I didn't embrace that.
I think that things that happen to us when we are kids affect us, not affect, but influence our future. It is unbelievable.
At maybe 12 or something like that, I told everyone I would have 4 children because my mother had 4 children. But I never think about a husband because my mother didn't have husband. So that's really strange to think about it now because I was on the step of my mother always, all the time.
So now I'm quite worried about that because I don't have children. So maybe in 2 years my life can change.
It can.
Oh, no.
It can.
It could.
Things happen,
Yes, of
like
course.
in a way that we don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want children, Ellie? You want children, Elizabeth?
I was listening to you guys, and at the moment, I think I never had thought in the idea that one day I will have a children. So now I'm start thinking about it. So I'm more aware that it could happen in my future, but I don't want now, maybe,
Okay.
but I'm quite scared.
But I think that a lot of women are under pressure thinking they have to have children, you know, because it's what women do, but it's not. I think it's, you know, it's not a selfish thing not to have children if that's a choice that you make. You can, you know, share your mother energy in other ways.
Yes.
You know, like children with, you know, children in your life or animals or however you choose, you can express your energy that way. Yeah.
I know that life is like Carla just said, is so broad. It has so many things, so many paths to follow, and each one of them is wonderful.
I saw being professional and independent a way of getting out of what was expected women in my surroundings to do, to the point that I don't know how to cook. And
Qué vergüenza.
oh, I'm proud. Yeah. Yeah, I can survive on smoothies. After lunch, my grandma would tell to my cousins and to my brother, you guys can go out and play. Natalia, you stay to do the dishes with me. And I'll be like, Grandma, like, why do I get to go out and play football or soccer? I love soccer. I was against what the society in my hometown expected from younger girls.
Because it's like what's prescribed. So if something's prescribed, then it means I'm not free.
I made this agreement with myself years ago that whatever I decide and whatever I choose to do, no regrets. I'm not going to allow my negativity to come kick in and say, oh, what if you would have done this? What if you would have stayed there? What if? Sometimes I feel selfish for not having kids yet, because I think if I would have a 5-year-old now, my parents would be enjoying them. My husband's parents would be enjoying them. By me not having a kid, am I denying them the joy?
No, they've had their kids. You don't have children for other people. My son, my eldest boy, is only 2 years younger than you two, than Ellie and Natalia. And so I'm looking down the barrel of the other end of it, being the grandmother, right? Like, holy shit. You know, I mean, it's completely up to them, but I have the same reservations for them having children in this climate. I definitely wouldn't want my kids to be having babies for me. I look forward to being able to have them and hold them and then give them back.
It's a great joy. For sure, it's a great joy to have a new baby in the family, like incredible. But it's not it's no one else's decision or responsibility other than the person having it. Till next time, we'll be here, and have a beautiful rest of the day and week.
Lots of love to everyone.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care.
Likewise.
Bye.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Okay.